this is Robyn and welcome to mypinkstamper.com. Today I have a very fun video for you. I'm going to be doing a little embossing with the Emboss Resist technique. So I'll be using our heat tool, which is super fun, and our Grown with Love stamp set. So we're going to go ahead, jump right in and get started. If you have any questions about what I'm using, I will have it across the screen for you with the item number. You can purchase any of these items directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net, and I'm Robyn Cardin. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, we're going to hop right in, and we're going to start with using our Big Shot. So these are some of the colors we're using. This is just an all-around fun and bright card. And guess what? If I can make it, you can make it too. Super easy. I'm going to walk you through everything step by step. So this is the Stampin' Up! Big Shot right here. And I am using some of our old olive cardstock. And I'm going to be using that with one of our circles from our Layering Circles framelit set for the Big Shot. And this is our regular Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to be using just the smaller size down from our Layering Circles framelit set. All right, I'm just going to put the top on this and just roll it through, and this will cut two different sized circles out for me that I need for this project. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pop that out, super easy. Pop this out. The layering circles are fabulous. If you guys are scrapbookers and you're not quite into card making just yet, these are great to put on your pictures if you just want to have different size circles. I've done that quite a bit with my scrapbooking. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, let's just go ahead and do our embossing first. We'll just do it right away. And I'm going to be using this small circle. And also, I like to use our embossing buddy. Just give it a quick pat swipe. That helps it so it's not so staticky with our Whisper White or white embossing powder. Now I'm going to be using our Whisper White Craft ink pad, and I have that all ready to go. And then the Grown with Love, I'm going to use Amazing You, just this one right here. So let me grab it. Amazing You. This is one of our clear mount stamps. So on the options of the clear mount and the wood, these are our red rubber stamps. And the clear mount just means you can use any of our clear mounts with it. This is a clear acrylic block, so you mount it on a clear mount. That's why it's called clear mount. They do come with stickers that you can put on the back, but I don't put them on the back of mine. They lose a little bit of their stickiness when you use the sticker. Although there are ways you can make them sticky again. I just don't even need it. So, and I stamp a lot, so it's really up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink this up with the white craft ink pad, and I'm going to stamp it right in the center, pull it off, and now I have my white embossing powder. I just have it in this cute little container that I just got at the dollar store. I have all of my different embossing powders in these with just a little spoon that I've broken off. It just helps keep it nice and clean. I don't have to use a paper for the smaller items. And now I can just put it away. So now, let's go ahead and put this away super quick. This is our heat tool, our Stampin' Up! Heat tool. And I'm just going to turn it on. It has a 1 and a 2. When you're embossing, heat embossing, put it on the 2. And to answer the questions that I get every time I do an embossing video is you're not able to use a hairdryer. A hairdryer will not melt your embossing powder. If anything, it'll just blow it away. It'll blow it off of your paper. So you really need a heat tool. This gets super, super-duper hot. And you can't really tell from there, but half of that is done. And now I'm going to do the other half. Do that on here. And so now I am done with the embossing. So now we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to be using, these are called sponge daubers. And I like these because you can put them on your fingers. So one of my favorite things to do at Thanksgiving time is to put the little olives on my fingers. Have you guys done that since you were kids? I still do it now as an adult. So these remind me of those olives from when I was a kid. So you just take one. You don't need all of them on your finger at the same time. You use one, and I like to assign each of them a color. So this one will stay with my Calypso, or it'll stay with colors that are like it. And what I'm going to do is just open this up, and I'm going to put a little bit of the ink on here, and I'm just going to kind of, this is where it's called the Emboss Resist, because it'll resist where it has the emboss. There you go. And I'm just going to add it on just a couple of this one, just like 2. This is the Calypso Coral Ink Pad. I can't remember if I said that or not. Just the Calypsos on here. And now I'm going to close that. And then the next color I'm going to use is the Sweet Sugar Plum. Sweet Sugar Plum Classic Ink Pad. I'm going to do the same thing. Just kind of give it a little bit of a swipe, a little swoosh. It was really beautiful. And you can also take, I'll take after a paper towel or a tissue and just wipe it off, wipe it so it pops a little bit more. And then the last one we're going to use, the last color, is our Old Olive ink pad. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and just do it all in here. Isn't that so pretty? It just pops and it says Amazing You, and now you can see it. Really pops, and I'm kind of just doing a little bit of a circular motion. Okay, and now I have that done, and now we're going to go ahead, let me wipe that off and show you how it pops a little bit more. So here's a Kleenex, and I'm just going to, do you see how it kind of comes off the white part a little bit more and it pops? Okay, so now I'm going to take our snail adhesive, and I'm going to add it onto the back, or onto the top of the Old Olive circle. And now let's turn this into a card. Are you guys so excited? So I am using some of our designer series paper next, and this comes in the 6x6 paper. This is called Petal Garden, and it has all of these fun colors in here, front and back. If you guys signed up for my paper share, you'll have a sample of these. You can kind of see in person what they look like. So I'm going to take out my paper trimmer, my Stampin' trimmer, and I'm going to cut this down. This is going to be, let's see here. This is going to be 5 inches by 3 3/4. And so I have this here. This is going to be my background, and I'm going to save these cute little pieces for another project. And next is I'm going to use some of our Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. 4 inches. Then I can put my trimmer away. And I'm going to go ahead and add this right on the top. Should be a little layer of white on here. And if you wanted to, you could even use this side, the back side. It's gorgeous all around. This paper is just amazing. I love it. Now I'm going to take some of our Whisper White, and this is our classic weave ribbon. And if you were in my ribbon share, you got a sample of this as well, so you can kind of see it in person. If you were not in my ribbon share, don't worry, I will be having another one soon. Don't forget to check out mypinkstamper.com to see when the next one will be. Okay, so I'm just going to use some kitchen tape. I call it kitchen tape. It's the tape that you have in your kitchen drawer that you use for wrapping presents and everything else you need regular tape for. Just tape it in the back like this. And now we're going to go ahead, you can make sure that it's straight, as straight as you want it, as you can get it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to take this piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. It's cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. And now I'll go ahead and just put some adhesive on the back of this one as well. And I will add this right on here. Isn't it pretty? I love putting the white layer right on top of the white. It just gives it a nice border look. Just makes it look a little bit like it's got a frame. It's really gorgeous. And now I'm going to take this here, and I'll take some of our Stampin' Dimensionals, which are amazing. I'm gonna do 4 of these on here. And then I'll just take off the backs, like so. And I'm going to add this down here. Isn't that so pretty? And now let's take some more of our ribbon. Should we attempt a bow? Let's do a bow. So I'm going to put this through here, and then I'm going to pull enough out that I can make a really pretty big bow on here. Make sure I get my scissors that are sharp. I keep grabbing the scissors that are not so sharp. Okay, there we go, yay! All right, so now I am going to just do a bow, and I'm going to tie this first like this, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a trick. You can start with your bottom, make your little loop, and then instead of doing your normal way, go backwards. So go over the top and come up through the bottom, and then your ribbon will not be wonky and upside down. It will be the right way. So I made a nice big ribbon, and now I'm going to cut this off. You can cut it at an angle if you want. Cut it at an angle. You don't see me do a lot of ribbons, do you guys? I know how to cut them. I just don't do them very often. So there we go. There is this card that's embossed. Do you guys like it? Do you want to see another version that I did? The exact same thing. The only thing I changed was the background paper, and I used all of the sugar plum. So this is showing you how to incorporate just different colors with the same idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you loved this card, all of the supplies are listed, if you're watching on YouTube, in the description of this YouTube video. Or you can go to mypinkstamper.com if you're watching it directly on my mypinkstamper.com page. All of the supplies are listed right below this video, and you can shop 24/7 at mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.